Hi everyone, this is Stephanie with Wayback Arcade's Tech Support, and I'm excited to bring to you today one of our newest accessories to our store. It is the Flight Stick. We really like this Flight Stick. If you belong to our YouTube channel, if you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, we've done a few challenge videos with the Flight Stick. So you've seen us use it before, but we just got them in stock. So we're so they are available for you guys to buy. And what's so great about the Flight Stick is it's very easy to use. It's really comfortable, um, easy to map. It works great with the console. What's also great about this Flight Stick is that it also works with the Power Mini. So if you own a Power Mini, the Flight Stick works. So that's really exciting too. Um, so uh, first order of business, you could subscribe, like, um, to our YouTube channel, hit the notifications. You'll get you'll get notified when we upload new guides, so new Power Console guides, new mini guides. Um, you know, with updates to games, or we've added pinball to the console now, so there'll be a video on how to work the pinball. There'll be mini Power Mini update guide updates, so it's a good resource to have, um, so you can learn how to use your console better. So without further ado, let's get to this. So this is the Flight Stick. You can see it fits great right in the middle of your console. It has suction cups on the bottom, so you can so it sticks great to the console. Uh, all the button has 12 buttons. It has a little mini analog stick on the top. All the buttons are labeled, so you know which number each button is. It has a sensitivity uh, slider on the side, so you can adjust your sensitivity. So it's great. So okay, so let's go and get started. So basically, you get it and use USB. Just plug it into the back of the console. So we're going to go into arcade. Let's play a flying game. So let's go to Afterburner 2. We've done a video on just playing it. I'm playing this already. So that's on our channel. Go take a watch. You're gonna play the game. So you'll need to map this how you like it. With this game, you plug it in and it wants the gun to be number 2, and I guess the bombs to be number 1. So you're gonna have to switch that. So you're gonna get into the game. You're gonna hold down the coin button, and we're going to go back, and we're going to settings, and we're gonna go down to input, and we're going to scroll down to the ports. So we're going to set this as port 3. You do not want to set this as port 1 or 2 because you want those to stay as your joysticks. Even if you're not going to use them for this game, you're going to want to set them as your joysticks just to keep it consistent. So we're just going to make sure, yep, that's joystick 1, that's joystick 2, and that is the flight stick, the PXN Pro. Um, so here, this is where you would adjust your mappings. Some games with the flight stick will recognize the flight stick as a D-pad, so the joy up and joy down, and left and right. But some games, like Afterburner 2, recognize this as an analog stick, so you'll have to map your analog. So so for this game, we're gonna go down and we're going to map our analog. But first, we're gonna switch our buttons. So we know that, what am I doing? We know that that A, that's normal, that's 0, and 2 and B is 1. But I already have this mapped. So we want to set A as our we want to set A as our bombs, which is number 2, and B as our trigger. So we're going to go to A, you're going to select it, and you're going to press your bombs. You're going to press number 2, and you're going to go to B, and you're going to press your trigger. And then we're going to, you don't really need X and Y. I like to, for this, I like to select, or to map select as your 3 button, and start you can do as your 4 button. You have plenty of buttons. You can choose whatever you prefer. Now here's your analog. So where it says stick, mine's already mapped, but you're gonna click, you're gonna do both sets. So I'm gonna do up. Oh no, this is backwards because it's a flying game. So you're gonna go your Y, your up is your back, and your down is your front, your forward, and then left and right should still be the same. Yeah. So mine's not. I did that twice. Mine's not changing because I already have these mapped. But that's what you'd go through, and you do the same for this. For the right stick too, it'd be the same mappings. And then you would go back, and you're going to go back, and you're going to go to main menu, and you're going to set. If you set this as port 3, you're going to go to current configuration, and you're going to save it. Save current configuration. And then now we have to go, and we're going to go to quick menu, and we're going to make sure that we're going to go down to controls, and we're going to make sure that port 3 is set for player 1. And mapped port, automatically, if it's not mapped, it would be, say, player 3, and then you just go in here and you would change, you go from player 3 to player 1. Mine's already set for player 1. So you'd go here, say you had to remap it, you'd go here, you go to manage remap files, and it would say save game remap file. Mine's already saved. So if you wanted to change it, you just go delete your remap file, and then you resave it. You remap it and you resave it. So this is only for mapping the player number. So we want our stick to be in port 3, or we want it to be player 1. So that is exactly what we did. So now we're going to hold down the coin to get back into the game. We're going to add some credits here. We're going to press the start button. And let's see if we map this right. You can always go back in and remap it if you need to. Okay. Yep. There you go. We're flying. See the guns? The gun is working. Let's try the... Yep. Yep, the bomb. I just got hit. But as you can see, you can play... Now you can play your flying games. Whoa. Okay. So now you can play your flying games with the flight stick. So we're going to get out of this game. And I'm going to show you a game where this uses the... we're going to go back into arcade. Or this uses the D-pad as... here. So 1943, Battle of the Midway. That's one of my favorite games for the arcade. We're going to play that. We'll see if it's already mapped. But this game is not typically a joystick or flight stick game, but you can play it. And the flight stick is recognized as a D-pad for this. So let's add some coins here, and let's see what buttons do what. And then if we need a remap, we can remap. So let's see. This is also an easy game to test on too, because you'll be able to see it. Okay, so as you can see, we're It's working already. Okay, so the trigger wants to be the bomb. So we would need to go in and remap this. You might want to remap the D-pad too, because back is up, just like if you were flying. But we'll go in. We'll go in. Go back. We'll go to settings, input. Go to port 3. We'll go down here, and these are our joysticks. So we want. I think I want this to be opposite. Yeah. So you want up to be up just for this game because you're not flying. I was really not flying a plane. And then we're gonna go down and we're going to switch these. So A would be the trigger and B would be the bombs on this one. 3 is select and 4 is start. And that should be good. So let's go back to save this. We know that this is already set for player 1. Port 3 is already set for player 1 for this game. So we don't need to go in and do that. But if it's not, you need to go in and save it as player 1. Your port 3 is player 1. Now we can go back into the game. Okay. Right. So now let's I was messing up here. Press start. Now you see the gun, everything. The gun's working as the trigger. Okay. And you can see that the bombs are the player number or button number 2. So that's that. So any flying games, the flight stick is great for. Now, another thing we found the flight stick really kind of nice for is if you don't want to buy a light gun, the flight stick is really great for shooting games. We'll go in and try Beast Busters. But the flight stick is very good for shooting games. So let's go in. And let's see. We're gonna go in and we're gonna see what we need to do for mapping purposes. We'll see what button does what, and we'll go in and remap it. So, all right. Okay, so see, you can see it's up and down. So it's already in on my machine. It's already set. Let's see. Yeah, as mine's already mapped properly, which is great. You can always just again. We're gonna pause it. Oh, you can't pause it. You can't pause arcade games. Because again, you just go in and hold down the coin button. You go into settings, input, and you can go to port 3 and remap your buttons for what needs to be done, and if you need to remap your or your gamepad, your D-pads, or your analogs, you could do that here. Now another little trick with the with the light gun or the flight stick is that we can adjust the sensitivity. So um, so I have mine set at 3. But if you like it more sensitive or less sensitive, so with analog in the input file, or in the input menu, you go into analog sensitivity, and it changes the sensitivity of your stick, and it'll help you play. We have ours set for 3, because that's what we set it at when we tested. 3 is pretty good for light gun for shooting games. We found, so you can just set it to 3 again. Just scroll. We can go back, and we're going to go back again. If you make any changes, you go back in the main menu and save configuration. And then you can go back into the quick menu and go into controls, port 3, and we already have ours saved as player 1, but you can, if yours is not, you can map it as player 1. What's great about the flight stick, you can buy 2 flight sticks, and you can do 2-player, like shooting games and other games you would want to play with a flight stick. It's just really easy. You can just map them in, no calibration needed. Uh, it's just really fun to play. So let's get back into the game, and okay, get started. And you can Beast Busters is basically just there we go. Just a wheel it around and keep shooting. So that's another great use of your. Let me get out of the game. That's another great use of your flight stick, not only for flying games but for shooting games too. Um, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and like I said, uh, we'll be putting out more guides as we get more accessories, or as we do some more game fixes. So like, subscribe, hit the notifications, and if you want to contact us directly, you can email me at tech at way-back-arcades.com, and I can help you with any of your questions. If you need help with your flight sticks, I can help you with that too. And we'll see you on the next one.